Good morning, you right? It's been a while since I've done a video. Anyway, I hope you're all well. You had a good half term and you're settling back into remote learning. So we're doing tennis. Mr. Gregory did a very technical video last week focusing on your technique, which is great. And hopefully you've had a chance to go out and practice that on the court, given that the lockdown rules have eased slightly. So I think we're going to continue giving you some challenges and some master classes in tennis skills. But I think it's important that you find time during the games afternoon to either find space on a park or in your back garden, or even get to the court and actually play some tennis as well. So keep logging on, keep practicing your skills at home, but try and get out there and start playing more. Anyway, so today's session, what you're going to need is a frying pan with as many balls as you can find. I've got 10. Obviously a tennis racket, and then if you look there, I've got 3 buckets basically. I've got a red one, a silver one, and a big one in the corner, which we're going to use for a challenge later. Alright, so first thing we're just going to do a warm-up, and it's just basically keep-me-ups with a tennis racket whilst incorporating some circuit training style exercises. But the first thing I'm going to teach you is how to pick up the tennis ball from the floor without actually having to bend down and use your hand. So there's 3 techniques I use, which I'm going to show you very quickly, and you can start by practicing them. So here's the ball on the floor. Probably the easiest one to use is come up to it, place your foot next to the ball, use the tip of your racket, press the ball against your foot, and then just bring your foot up, bounce, job done. So one more time, place your foot next to the ball, bring your racket next to it, trap the ball against your foot, and then bring your foot up, job done. Second one, which I personally like to use the most, is just using the racket. Try and use the top bit of the racket, the meat of the racket, without hitting your frame against the floor. Just a couple of taps and the ball bounces up. Nice and easy. Okay, so make sure your racket's nice and flat when you get to the floor. So walk up to it, a couple of taps, job done. Don't want to scratch the frame of your racket on the floor. So there we go. And then last one, simply come out to the ball. You can just roll it towards yourself and then scoop it up, like you're scooping up a fried egg. So roll it to you, scoop it up, job done. Or you can stop being lazy like Mr. Sweeney and just go bend down, pick it up normally. But that's not fun, is it? Okay, so there's your 3 starter activities. Now, once you've done that, we're just going to do standard warm-up. But the whole time we're doing the warm-up, we're keeping the ball live. Okay, so do a couple laps in my area. Switch it to forehand, backhand. Okay. There we go. So do 2 5 laps. And then once you've done that, whoa! First mistake. So once you've done that, 10 squats. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, and then 10 lunges, 5 each leg. Switch to forehand. Whole time focusing on keeping the ball alive. It's all about control, keeping your wrists as stiff as possible. Not like badminton, loose wrists. Tennis is all about a stiff wrist. Once you've done that, sit-ups. Let's try some sit-ups. Whole time keeping the ball alive. Whoa. Oh. 2. Oh no, lost it in 3. 4. 5. 7. 8. 9. 10. And then we're going to do get up. So from a sitting down, lying down position to standing up, keeping the ball alive, and then back down, lie down, back up. Try and do it as quickly as possible. If you want to make it harder, don't actually use your other hand to help yourself up. One more. And then to finish off, just to practice your skills, okay, just alternate You can add a bit of spin. Get a bit of spin in there. Your wrists will feel really sore after this, but it's all about developing wrist strength. If you're really cocky, use the frame. There you go. Whoa. You can alternate. Lost it. There you go. There's a fun warm-up for you to get started with. Once you've done those skills, then hopefully you've all access to a wall, and then you're just going to literally just get the ball moving against the wall and just practice a few shots. So, not sure you can see it from here, but I think the best thing you can do is just hold it. So just got to practice just one bounce on your toes, forehand, backhand, nice and controlled. There you go. Remember, keep on your toes. Remember those points that Mr. Gregory gave you last week. All that top spin, turn your wrists over, get nice and low. I'm just going to do that for 5 minutes or so. Just practicing. Try and get your heart rate up. Ooh. Okay, so there's your warm-up. That's probably about 10 minutes long by the time you finish perfecting those skills. Okay, all right, good luck with that one. Okay, so the main part of the session, we're going to focus on, like I said in the warm-up, about getting this wrist nice and stiff. It's all about control of the racket. So the drills I'm going to use now is going to develop your wrist strength and get you into that. And I don't know how many of you saw Roger Federer's at-home tennis challenge, but I'll try and demonstrate it in a minute. But it's all about close volleys to the wall, and his was just perfection because his wrist is just so strong. So this challenge, I've laid out 3 balls, one a metre away, one 2 metres away, and one 3 metres away from the wall. Now we're going to be practicing volleys against the wall. So you have to complete 10 volleys from 1 metre away in a row without any mistakes before you can progress back to the 2 metre volleys and then back to the 3 metre volleys. So concentrate, forearm only at this stage. Okay, well, let's see how Mr. Sweeney gets on. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no! Let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 meters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go, done. Back to 3. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it's actually easier the further you are away because you've got more time. But when you're up close, it's really hard to get that control. So, right, I managed to do it with my forearm. Now, let's try the backhand. Right, let's go. Do a little bit of CV. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Straight away, 10. Job done. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Job done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, 8. 1, 2. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. 1, 2, 3. 8. 7, 8. 9, 10. The key is to never give up. That was my 4th attempt to get 10 on the backhand. Yeah, the backhand needs a bit of work, but anyway, have a go at that. Once you've done that, we're going to look at half volleys. Okay, so exactly the same setup, and we're working forehand or backhand, but the idea is that we're hitting it just as the ball hits the ground, so even more control needed and precision. So let's see how I get on with that. All right, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and backhand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A lot easier than volleys. A lot easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1. And then 3 meters away, a bit more power. Whoops, too much power. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Backhand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, you have to do 10 before you can progress to the furthest one away. That's actually quite difficult, and that'll probably take quite a bit of time, a lot of concentration. But key thing, footwork, get nice and low center of mass to the floor, keep on your toes, and get yourself in that body position where you can feel agile and get to the bounce of the ball. Anyway, have a go, see how you get on.